Alright everyone, ModelRocks321 here. Welcome back to another video. Today we are flying all Little Joes. This is not all of my Little Joes. I have the Estes version that's like that size, it's not built. And I do have a bigger one. I forget what scale. It flies on like G64 motors. That one's built, but I'm not flying that because I don't think I have a pad for it. But I'm going to fly these ones right here. This will be going on a B64, C63, C63, and an E34T. This one will leap off the pad, so stay tuned for this Little Joe, Apollo Little Joe extravaganza. Little Joe is probably my favorite scale model. It is my #1 scale model. I do have the Century version, that same scale as that one. I have it sealed in the box. That's my grail piece. So we're going to get this day started. Let's go on the Boyce Aerospace. Let's get this going. This tiny little guy on the B64. They recommend like a C65, but it'll put it way up there, which I don't mind, but we're just going to keep them low and slow today. Still going to go pretty high because of its size, so let's check it out. All right, so here we go. We got the Boyce Aerospace, tiny Little Joe 2, Apollo Little Joe 2, going on a B64, and we are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And delay, there he is. Parachute is out. Little guy coming down. Yeah, that parachute's kind of fluttery. I know it's kind of shorter little shroud lines. But yeah, we got him though. Let's see. Coming down. Twisting and turning though. Yeah, where are we? Did I lose him? I think I lost him a little bit. Yeah, he's out there. There he is. And touching down behind that bush. But down here a little bit. Nice little flight on the B64. I think they projected 850 feet on a C. Yeah, small guy. Let's see what we got. And then down here in this gravel. Oh, this is all 3D printed. If you know Boyce Aerospace, he 3D prints kits. Got some pretty good releases. So yeah, there he is. Everything's all intact. Yeah, all good, all good. I put the Estes parachute on there, tiny little 12-inch. But yeah, everything's good. Everything's good. There we go. That's one Little Joe down. Let's stay tuned for more Little Joes. ModelRocks321. Be sure to subscribe and support the channel in any way you can. Check the links below. It's ModelRocks321. Let's go. All right, next up, guys, we have the boilerplate Little Joe 2. These are the ones that kicked it all off when they were just testing it out. These are probably the first launch ones with the all silver boilerplate versions, and then they moved on to the like A002s, and it goes all the way up. They flew a whole lot of Little Joe 2s, and they were pretty much successful from what I read. So we're gonna be flying this one on a C63. It's a very old C63 engine I found around. Hopefully it's good enough to fly in here and not destroy the rocket. So we will see. It's an old one I had sitting around, so I'm going and fly it. This is actually a K30 Little Joe 2 I had to restore a while ago. If you look back in some of the videos, you'll see I restored this one. This is K30. I have the K29 Saturn 1B, which I'm still working on, and that will be flying soon. So stay tuned. Let's do it. All right, here we go. We got the boilerplate K30 Little Joe 2, and we are going in 3, 2, 1. Way up there. Engine worked. And we got ejection. Parachute is out. It is under parachute. Nice. Whole cloud of smoke. That's an old Estes motor. I mean, that thing got a ton of smoke. To be a C63, those old engines, man, they burned a little different. They're all black powder, but they burned. We're going into the sun, just to let you know. Sorry. Going into the sun. Wow. Oh yeah, that's a serious. Into the sun. I saw a big shadow from this rocket on the ground too. Let me see if I can find. There we go. There we go. It's coming down. It's doing good. Touching down. Right there. Nice flight of the boilerplate Little Joe. K30. You can see the parachute on the ground blowing. Yeah, that was a nice flight. That was a nice flight. It would have been better if it didn't head into the sun like that, but that was a pretty nice flight. I will take it. And that is a very old, like I said, an old C63. I will show you that engine in the debriefing. But yeah, that was cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's ModelRocks321. Subscribe. Be right back. All right, as we approach. So we got body, everything laid out here nice and straight. Nice flight of the boilerplate. Nice. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Like I said, I'll be taking that engine out and we'll do all of our work when we get back for the debriefing. Very cool. This is just a random parachute, guys. It's nobody's brand. I think it came off an action figure. I just needed a big one for this one. And I have been using this for a little while on there, so if you're wondering about that blue parachute. But yeah, it did the job. Nice. That was cool. I will take that flight. Stay tuned as we continue with Apollo Little Joe 2 day, the Apollo missions. Let's go. And here it is, the Astron Omega, going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this is gonna be my worst crash ever. Oh! Stage pointing straight down. That is serious. What could have went wrong? There's the board. Wow. Wow, total destruction. So I've been into the hobby, into model rocketry for many years now. I started when I was 9 years old, building and flying in New Jersey. Staging is one of the fascinating things in the hobby. I'd just like to know, like in the history, how that come about. I never really heard a story on how that came about, just to figure out that you could stack, you know, 2 motors and this bottom motor ignite that other one and pop these fins off and go higher. I guess it's all physics at the end of the day, but it's just a great thing to fly 2-stage rockets. But the Astron Omega has a deep story with me, and it's a good one. All right, guys, next up we have, you said something? Next up, guys, we have my all scratch built Little Joe 2. I had this one for many, many years. Only thing I purchased was that top cone from Apogee a long time ago. All the rest was just scaled and detailed. It's one of my favorites, one of my fun ones. So we're gonna be flying Little Joe again. It's the same 1/70th scale as the boilerplate, the K30 from Estes. So we're gonna be flying this one right now on a C63, a more modern C63. So you may be able to notice the difference in the smoke. Let's check it out and see. So here we go. Scratch built 1/70th scale Little Joe 2. Going in model rockets, 3, 2, 1. Nice, up there. Smoke cloud. Parachute out. He's doing good. Coming on down gently. Nice. Perfect. Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. Coming on down, like straight down. Look at that. It's a bee flying around me. I don't know what he wants. Maybe he wants to fly. Or he is flying. Come on down. Yeah, he's just hanging there. Nice. Taking his gentle time. That is a bigger parachute. I just like to really protect these ones right here. These are the ones I really like. Little Joe 2 is my favorite, so they get extra protection. Look at that. Soft glide. Soft landing. Touchdown. Gets no better than that right there. That was gentle landing. So we're going to go over there and recover this guy. This is Little Joe 2 day. Subscribe if you have not already. If you were recommended this video, subscribing. Guys, also feel free to share the videos around. Put them in groups. Text them to people. Hit that share button. You can share them. Send it around. I don't mind. Spread the hobby. And also, you get a rocket. Go out and build something, launch something, and recover something, and fly it again. That's the beauty of this hobby. You get to build these things and fly them again. See some big old tracks out here. I don't even know what animal that is. That's What is that? Anybody know what track those are right there? I'm just starting noticing them. Like, what's there? A little bit of wadding. I'll take you home. A little wadding. But yeah, share the videos and do your thing. It's Model Rockets 321. Check out this little Joe. Landed in the bush, didn't even touch the ground pretty much. Look at that. Look at that. One fin is on the ground. One fin is on the ground. Yeah, that was a gentle flight. Nice landing. Like, there's a bee right there, another bee. Hey bee, hope you don't stumble upon you guys' little hideout you might have around here. But nah, he's still hanging around the parachute. You like that parachute? Got something right there. But yeah, guys, go and subscribe to the channel, Model Rockets 321, and we have one more Joe to go. Great. Peace. All right, guys, we are winding down. This is the last of the Little Joe 2 flights. Here we have the 1/45th scale, fairly new release. Well, it's been a while now. It's a release from Estes a few years ago. The 1/45th scale, 24 millimeter, flies on there E34T, and that's what I have in this. It's gonna leap off the pad, so let's keep an eye on it, and we're gonna do it. And here we go. We got the Apollo Little Joe 2 going on an E34T, going in T-3, 2, 1. Way up there. Tracking smoke, puff, and parachute is tangled for right now. Oh no, there we go. We got a parachute out at the last second. Not the last second, but it was tangled for a minute. So luckily he got up there pretty high, gave it enough time to detangle itself. Let me get back in frame for you. Where'd he go? Oh man, come on. Come on, where you at? Oh man, I don't see him. I don't see him yet. I know there he is. Sorry guys, man, I kind of missed some of it, but you just touched down. I just got to go straight ahead. I kind of lost over that hill. But yeah, that was leaped off the pad really quick. Super blast. Parachute was tangled for a minute. And it was a nice pack. Just had to unfold itself, that was all. Yeah, and what a nice flight. Nice flight of the Apollo Little Joe 2. Way to end the day. Let me get down here and find this guy. Be right back. Stay tuned. So as I approach, I just want to say this one here gave me the longest walk. Leaped off the pad. That was a nice flight. I'm not a huge fan of the E34T motors, but I'm learning to like them though. They really give a nice boost. I think I want a little more smoke. They have really like a light smoke, but here we are. Here we are, all laid out. Motor still in. I think I lost the motor on one of these one time. They kicked it out, but yeah. That was a great flight. This is probably my third flight of this one. Had damage way back. You can see all that right there. Because this had detached on the old flight. But today was pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Yeah, I thought he was gonna hit the ground on me, but he opened up. Had enough time. Yeah, all that's clear. So yeah, good deal. Nice flight. That was a great flight of the Little Joe 2. This is Little Joe 2 day, guys. Please stay tuned for the debriefing. We're gonna talk about these guys a little bit. Support the channel any way you can. It's Model Rockets 321. Check the links below. Check the Omega film. It's a short film I got. You can go buy it. I think it's $3.99. Have my zine for $10. Stop by, support any way you can. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Stay tuned for the debrief. Apollo Little Joe 2 day.
Step beyond the ordinary with Above the Surface, a captivating collection of science fiction-inspired drawings by model rocketeer Keith of Model Rockets 321. This zine features striking illustrations that push the limits of imagination and creativity, paired with motivational quotes to inspire and fuel your drive. Whether you're chasing dreams or need some positive words, Above the Surface is here to elevate your journey. Get your copy today while supplies last.
All right, so here we go. It is debriefing time. Today was Apollo Little Joe 2 launch day. I flew all the Little Joe 2s that I have except for my big giant Sherry's Hot Rockets one. That one is tucked away over in the corner. So I'm going to leave that one where it is. That is the 29mm version. It's a beast. I think that was my most difficult build, the Sherry Hot Rockets one. Pretty much a box of parts and instructions. You had to do a lot of cutting and forming. You had to do a lot of work. So, but it is a great one. That one just stays stashed away, kind of in retirement. But all these are my flyers. This is the newest of them. This is the Boyce Aerospace 3D printed Lojo 2. So here it is. We're going to get this motor out of here. Let's check it out. I flew it on a B. They recommend C motors, but you can fly it on of course you can fly it on a B. So I had a B64 in there. Flew pretty nice. Flew a pretty nice flight. Got a small little parachute in there and it just kind of twirled down. Wasn't like a perfect straight coming down flight, but performed well. Super stable. Flew really nice. Everything is in order. One thing I do have to do is I have to clear coat this. I have to put the decal back on. I have an extra one on this side. The United States that goes on this side is missing. It came off at the last launch I had. I still have it, but he actually gave you extra set, so I got to do that, and I got to clear coat this thing because I did not clear coat it yet to seal these decals in. They're actually water slides too, if I'm not mistaken. These are water slides. So that's one thing I do have to do is get this one get it sorted out and get that decal on there and clear coat it. But a great flying rocket. He still sells these over at Boyce, so super cool, nice scale model. After that, I flew the boilerplate. This is the K30 vintage Estes Lojo 2. I actually found this on eBay, but I had to kind of do some restoring on it. Kept some of the old stuff as it was from the guy that had it before me. So it's a good flyer, fun flyer. Another one where I need a decal on this side. I'm not sure where that one went, but the decal got missing, so just got to get some decals for it. This is a very old C63 engine I had laying around, but it performed well. It was a great flying motor. It had a lot of smoke. I thought that the one that I flew next, I thought it seemed like it had a lot of smoke. It seemed like it had a lot more smoke than the next one that I flew, which is my scratch built 170 scale Lojo 2 also. But yeah, great flying rocket. It went into the sun, so I think a lot of the footage, pretty much got lost, but yeah, it was up there pretty nice though. It was a nice flat. Like, it's kind of rugged. It's kind of still, you can see all the burns around the top. I don't mind stuff like that. Just like this guy here. Got a lot of burns from ejections. It's what happened to him. You can wipe this stuff down, but I just kind of leave it and give him a good, a little personality. Give him a little personality, like he's been somewhere. So that is the boilerplate Lojo 2. That was my second flight. Third flight was my scratch build, as I mentioned, 170 scale. Everything is scratch. I bought the capsule from Apogee years ago. He still sells these, so I bought this years ago. Everything from here down is all fashion parts, small pieces of styrene. So this is like one of my favorite builds. And then you take that motor out of there. It's one of the new school C63s. The char's falling out of there. Junk falling out of the motors. Had to clean that up. But yeah, just a great flying rocket. This one performed really well. Took its sweet time coming down real slow. It was nice. Landed in that bush over there. Barely even touched the ground. So one of my favorites. Apollo Lojo 2 is my favorite scale model, but this is one of my favorite models that I scratch built. Last but not least is the 1/45th scale Super Joe, as I'll call it, on an E34T. I sent it up in one of the Interjet motors. Nice. I'm liking these motors a little more. They have some smoke. Like the White Lightnings have a lot of smoke. The E34T don't produce a whole lot of smoke. They call them a Blue Thunder. I could actually see a red flame in the bottom of this one that was going up. I see a little red flame in the bottom of the rock as it moved out. But great flying rocket, super off the pad in a hurry. It's great. It was nice. Cannot complain about that at all. Here you can see from last time I flew it, I did all this damage because it had separation. But today everything held together and it was nice. I did notice this damage here, right here on these nozzles. I noticed these two are missing. And I think that happened today. So those two little pieces are probably over there. I just got to start looking around for the little small parts. Just like a couple launches back on my Lojo 1 Aerospike on the top of the capsule, it got broken. But yeah, these two pieces are missing. I may be able to get replacements from Estes and just replace this whole thing. But yeah, other than that, a super flying rocket. I like how they did the nozzles. They did a good job. There's the nozzles on the bottom. They did a good job with all those. You had to paint them and everything. But yeah, supermodel. And just imagine, these were actually openings. Imagine flying them as that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be 6 motors. Yeah, that would be 6 motors right there. If I have to add a lot more nose weight to get it, it'll go way up there. That'd be a nice project for somebody. If it hasn't been done, it would be a nice project. But today was Apollo Little Joe Day. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. This is Model Rocks 321. This is the debriefing. We will catch you on another video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, check the links below. And I'm out of here. 3, 2, 1.